Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth.
And we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy-ass fleet. Hoorah!
Regret is a name, Sergeant. The name of one of the Covenant's religious leaders, a prophet. He's on that carrier, and he's calling for help.
Immediate. Grid Kilo 2-3 is hot. Recommend mission abort.
Roger, Recon. It's your call, Sarge.
We're going in. Get tactical, Marines!
Master Chief, get aboard that carrier. Secure the Prophet of Regret. This is the only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land. That Prophet is going to tell us why.
Whoa.
Should I start CPR? What's going on?
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
Alright guys, welcome back. That LI Gamer guy here.
That hurts real bad.
Kicking off the second mission here. Crash landing in the city of New Mombasa, Africa. This is pretty much what we just heard, the only place on Earth that the Covenant decided to regroup and land their forces, pretty much. So right after the first mission, as you saw in the cutscene, we reunited with Sergeant Major and Commander Keys. And here we are deployed in the city. This is the first mission that takes place actually on Earth, which was actually highly requested from the community back in the day. When this game was advertised, all the trailers were advertising the gameplay on Earth, and everybody was just gung-ho for it, including myself. Because up until this point, all the combat has either been in space, or on space stations, or on the Halo ring itself. So to actually have some gameplay here on Earth, just to see what it's like, you know, it's pretty cool. Okay, I knew there was one more. Alright guys, so yeah, we're rolling with the battle rifle here again. Got some snipers up on the rooftops. They're pretty much going to be your biggest threat in this section. There's actually a way you can skip this section entirely in this mission. However, you have to have what's called the Sputnik skull activated. And basically what that does is it reduces gravity for your player when explosions are detonated and stuff like that. However, I don't have that skull activated at the moment, so we're not going to be able to skip this section. But in the future, I'll be sure to show that to you guys. It's actually pretty funny. When you go to melee enemies, they fly away as if you hit them, you know, with a truck or something. They just go flying, and it's pretty funny actually. But yeah, it's pretty much just a wave defense section here. You're here with some of your Marines and Sergeant Johnson as well. Sergeant Johnson is actually fighting by your side for a couple missions in this game. This is one of them. They have a couple different options for this section of the level. You can hop on this mounted machine gun here, pretty much mow everybody down. But then it's really not a challenge. You know, you're just holding down the trigger. And that gun is pretty powerful, so I mean, nothing really stands a chance against it. I usually like to just stick with my battle rifle or whatever weapon I have in hand, and just defeat the waves that way. I think it's a little more challenging. Not sure if I mentioned these guys in the last level. Actually, hang on. Okay. I want to get rid of that sniper jackal, because in this game they can kill you in one shot, and it's highly unfair, mind you. When they shoot is completely random, and you don't have a chance to react, so it's not like you can even defend yourself. I'm sure I'll die a couple times to them, so you'll know what I'm talking about. Excuse me guys, I'm still fighting this cold. I do apologize if I sound like I'm talking through a box. But I just want to keep cranking out videos for you guys. I really enjoy this, so hope you guys enjoy it too.
Incoming!
Yeah, the main advantage that we have over the Covenant in this point of the level is we have the high ground. We can basically shoot down on them, and we have the utmost advantage when facing them.
You're gonna die, you bitch in free! Across the street, down low.
Marines do help as well, but like I said in the first level, they're basically meant for drawing fire, pretty much like in the last game. However, you can rely on them a little bit more in this game for some other things. Just the basic Covenant infantry here, elites, grunts, jackals. As you saw in this game, the jackals actually have sniper rifles, which are actually a pretty big threat against you. Like I said, you can't really react to them.
I'm fine, mate, I'm fine.
And we haven't really encountered the heavier Covenant forces yet. No hunters. Granted, we didn't face them that much in the first game as well. There were a couple sections where they showed up. But in this game, it's much more tactical, much more random. In the first Halo, they would deploy hunters, and like they would give you a pistol or a rocket launcher in the same area to deal with them. In this game, when you face a hunter, you're not necessarily given heavy weapons to defeat them. You know, you could just whatever weapons you're carrying at the time is what you'll be stuck with. And I actually prefer that in like the sense of storytelling. Like you're not forcing the player to use a certain variety of weapons against a certain class of enemy, if that makes sense. You know, what you decide to carry is what you have to use to defend yourself. So.
My girl's a little big for that courtyard, Sergeant. I see a good LZ on the other side of these buildings. Meet you there. Over. Copy that. Someone get a satchel on the gate.
Alright, now I'm actually going to use this machine gun to take down the hunters. We actually faced two of them right here. They burst through the gate right here.
Hunter.
And just see how quickly this thing shreds them. Done. Less than 10 seconds. I mean, that gun is like completely overpowered, but luckily it's not detachable, you can't take it with you, and it's only in a certain points throughout levels. And as you can see, guys, I took out the sniper jackal first. If he doesn't take you out first, he's going to kill all your marines, and then you're going to have no backup. So, whenever there's a section with sniper jackals, you always want to aim for them first before they can get a shot off on you.
Sergeant, I need you on that bird.
Otherwise, it's just going to ruin your day.
My Pelicans are going to start airlifting armor and reinforcements into the city. They'll need an escort that isn't afraid of a little hostile ground fire.
Up here, grab some ammo. There's a little ammo spot if you guys didn't know. You just jump up here on this box and then on this platform. And this is an extra sniper rifle right back there. Now when you do that glitch I was telling you about, when you could skip that section, you actually wind up on that rooftop, and you can actually jump down to the freeway, and it despawns all those enemies that are in that courtyard. So you can just skip that whole courtyard section when you have the Sputniks go on. You just have to do a few grenade jumps and go through it. Alright, now this section here, there's easily, I think, 8 sniper jackals in this tiny alleyway. So I'm not going to push as much. I'm going to play a little more defensively. That's 1, 2, 3. I think there's 2 more on the rooftops. My Marines probably aren't going to make it through this part. 4. I'm actually surprised they survived this long. 5. Slowly pushing up here. You're gonna have 2 elites that jump down here. And I believe they're both camouflaged. But when they're camouflaged like that, their shields are really weak. And there's the last one. Yeah, so I think that's 6 sniper jackals that we took down. And yeah, all my Marines didn't make it. I didn't expect them to. So yeah, guys, fighting through the city streets here. It's a much more different environment than we're used to playing in the previous levels, obviously. It becomes much more urban. More like real combat would feel. I'm actually really surprised he didn't kill me just there. He could have. It's really a toss of the dice when it comes to them. They'll either kill you in one shot, or you'll get really lucky and you'll get a chance to shoot back. For the moment, I'm getting really lucky. You noticed, excuse me, in the first level I used a lot of grenades on the elites. It's actually more beneficial to grenade them in this game than engage them with your primary weapon. Only because your primary weapon in this game is burst fire. Granted, it's still very powerful. It just makes a lot more sense, in my opinion, to grenade the elites. It usually takes most of them down in one shot, especially if you stick them. Yeah, see, like there, he didn't stand a chance. And grunts, obviously, they're grunts. So whenever you face these guys, they either kill you in one shot or they shoot you and take down your shields. In which case, another enemy can just kill you. Or you just don't get a chance to fire back at all. Which happens 99% of the time. Luckily at the moment, I've been the 1%. And if you intend to complete this campaign on Legendary difficulty, if you're solo, good luck. Because those Sniper Jackals, they do not give you a chance at all. So if you're going to attempt it, play with a buddy or two. I believe this game supports co-op, so you can play with a couple buddies. That's the only way I recommend playing this game on Legendary, because it's one of the more unfair campaigns in the Halo series. You can complete the Halo 1 campaign on Legendary on your own. I have. It's actually a pretty fun challenge. You know, you get to utilize different weapons. Basically, our goal for this mission, we're supposed to make it to the city center, where the Covenant supercarrier has basically parked. That's the best way I can describe it. That's where it's deploying all its forces from. And we're supposed to board it and locate what's called a prophet. A prophet is what you saw in the first cutscene during the that elite trial that we were looking at, the elite that was responsible for safeguarding the Halo ring. They were basically the three creatures that were basically judges. And our objective for this mission is to basically capture one and try to order a truce, a ceasefire, pretty much. Find out why he came to Earth. And basically just trying to end the war, because at this point the war's been going on for quite a long time. So, as I said in the first mission, we're pretty much beaten back. So,
Crash site's on the other side of this hotel, Chief. Covenant are crawling all over it. Follow me.
alright, we're out of ammo with the battle rifle, so I'm going to switch into the SMG here. Not really my ideal choice, but we're going to have to stick with it for now. That grenade stick just saved me right there.
Grenade! Oh! Heads up! Roll over, play there! Right, still got a ways to go. Yeah, that's the way.
Out of ammo again.
Grenade! Get the hell out of there!
Basically just chucking my grenades because I'm out of ammo here, so. Alright, we got really lucky there.
Give us some gas.
Alright guys, we actually got a Warthog section here.
The highest concentration of Covenant troops is directly below the carrier. I don't think they want you to get on board. That bridge is the most direct route to the city center.
Looks like a son of a gun! Watch it! Enemy located!
My Warthog is pretty much already dead. So we're just going to push through these last two sections here.
The wave of pods.
You can stick around and fight if you want. I usually blow right through them though.
Those guys like a cheap suit.
This tunnel links.
Alright, so we're basically going to follow this tunnel to the bridge, and from the bridge to the carrier. So that is our goal.
I've been analyzing the Covenant tactical chatter. They're surprised, confused. I don't think they expected us to be here. Not you and me. All of us. Humanity on Earth. odd, I know, but it does help explain why they came here with such a small fleet.
So we got some backup here. You can actually take the gunner position if you want and have the Marines drive. However, I wouldn't really recommend it. They're not the best drivers, as you can probably tell. Alright, so before I die, I think I'm just going to push through this section here.